Hey, to all my hustlers out there. It's Eleanor with the Entrepreneur Hustles 21-day takeoff for 2022, where we are talking about the mentality and the mindset that we really need to reinvigorate us, get us ready for 2022, all the challenges that may come, and prepare us for success. And today we are talking about leaps of faith. What small or large leaps of faith are you taking in your business, in your life, that really show you ready to level up and move on to the next level of success or of work or of however you measure what you want in 2022. Those leaps of faith are important because we very rarely find that life is a slow ramp up, right? We very rarely find that we can just take a step day by day and get to the moon if that's our trajectory. We have to take these little lift offs, and every small leap that we take is the encouragement that we need to take a larger one, to take a little bit more of a risk, to bet on ourselves. Now, leaps of faith, when we think about that, what is that really? Well, a leap of faith is believing that even though you don't see the next step, or even if you know the next step may not be in place, you're willing to bet that you can make it over the hump, that you can do that little leap, have that little jump, and still be safe, still be secure, and still be ready to keep moving. So, lots of times we take small steps, we may take a small leap of faith, and we find ourselves when we approach larger ones feeling reluctant, getting all of our fear triggered, hearing those voices in the back of our head that say, you can't do it, you're not smart enough or bright enough. And we just succumb to, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't take a leap that hard or that far. And that is not how we get on the trajectory to where we want to go. Lots of us have big dreams, and we need that faith and we need those leaps to help us get there. It reminds us that we are capable. It reminds us that God or the universe is on our side. Lots of things may not be perfect and they may not be perfectly in place, but you can still take the leaps, prepare for the fall, but still wish and hope for the best, still wish and hope for the success that we want. The great things about leaps of faith is that as you recognize that you're taking them, you can look back and say, hey, look, I've taken 10 leaps of faith to get me here, to get me to open this business. Let me take another leap of faith and hire my first employee. Let me take another leap of faith and go to the bank and apply for a loan. When you take these small leaps of faith, you have a record of success, and you also know what's the worst that can happen. You get to answer that question in reality. And a lot of times, the worst that we imagine is much, much worse than the worst that the reality can deliver to us. So we get to understand that we are survivors, and we get to understand that there is some power in the faith. There is some power in taking these trust in the universe or in God or just in life in general or even in ourselves, that even if everything isn't perfectly planned, even if that next footstep isn't there in place, you can still make it. Everything will be okay, and you can continue to run towards success. So I encourage you, whether big or small, start taking and tracking those leaps of faith, those challenges that give you a little bit of anxiety, give you a little bit of pullback when you go to take the next call or call a potential client or make the next move in your business. Take an assessment of that leap of faith you're taking, and then also the results for the next 21 days. Hey, I called someone I didn't expect to call. I reached out to someone to be my mentor. I thought they would hang up in my face, and it didn't happen. Bet on yourself, bet on the universe, and bet that good things can happen to you if you believe in yourself. So that's our tip for today. Make sure you check us out on YouTube, where we are sharing the rest of our 21-day takeoff tips. And you can always check us out at entrepreneurhustle.co.